kamu. simply it didn't just sit well with me. I tried to look for justification behind such a decision, but I simply couldn't. But this is why I disagree with leader. Many of you in your social studies class, you know the difference when it comes to separation of powers and the different arms of government. The judiciary is on its own. The executive is on its own. The legislature is on its own. And this government promised a reset. It may be difficult for many of you to agree that we are not interfering when it comes to the functions of the judiciary. But I can tell you with all sincerity and certainty, based on where I sit, that we are doing everything within our power not to interfere when it comes to the functions of the judiciary and how they go about their judgments. And so this judgment that was released yesterday is nothing but a poor decision emanating from one of our arms of government, which is the judiciary. The very reason why the National Democratic Congress, under His Excellency President John Evans Atta-Mills, made a promise in opposition to reset the judiciary. And if you read the judgment fully, you see, we are having to deal with the effects of the bad political interventions of the last regime. In 8 months, we may not be able to cure all that, but we are doing our best. And this judgment is one of the effects of the last 8 years. If you read the judgment, the same judge alluded to the fact that in 2023, he remanded an NDC activist for insulting Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo as president of the Republic of Ghana. That same judge. And many of us in the NDC then condemned him for that action. It is that same judge who remanded the Woundme presenter. I'm sure you guys have read it. So in his mind, what he did, and he was hailed under Nana Addo, he can be forgiven to think that this government will also hail him. So when I read the judgment, I saw it more as self-serving agenda to force down a consistency narrative down our throats to defend. And that is not why the NDC won power. The NDC did not win power to continue the perpetuation of illegality as far as our law courts are concerned. So my dear brothers and sisters, like leader said, the judgment is bad, but when you read it or you hear them make commentary about it in the media, remind them that these are still the negative legacies of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That's right now.
Yetu abaye ye research ye inform so wo ha afise ye beye yanye yenye enti mejina ha ye nyina ye ka ho bi vice president, ministers, MPs, board chairman, appointees ye nyina ye inform so pacho momfanche yen why momfanche ye nyina ye inform so momfanche yen na yesua ye lessons nyame adom ena mo de franka na hyemensa me be ye president embasabium ye belle ni ye lessons mo fanche embasabium
kukuru atinglinyi medogbe namia kata nama wu for me a melava constituency okata ava fonu nemia kata Mimbanyede, Omanye, Echekla, Nyabana mi constituency zami, Ninkenye, Abaye Nkomo, Kewimo. Enchebia, Mebamu constituencies no, na minimum we didn't come, FIA party MPP, and na Miankasa Akensia Midemeho Esiwa, Mebe, Meba near Dinkomo. In the coming days, I'll be visiting your constituency. I look forward to seeing you as we discuss how we progress with a new patriotic party. Look out for the schedules on my social media handles. My guy, and next week I will do your constituency. Maybe we can discuss MPP and how we will move this party forward with Dr. Bain Echampo. Everything will good. When you may Asundri and Kamu. Medamose.
Right, Ebusha and this morning we share videos Maboya, quite interesting videos, especially from Dr. Brian Achampon, Member of Parliament for Abetifi constituency, and also Obia Opeso Otu Franca, my NPP, call 2028 elections, Ivan, Ocean strategy now, or Kakasebi, making the point that constituents, and that delegate of the NPP, Ivan, almost expecting, so about a constitution on your wedding come. Dr. Bamia was here in the last 3 days, and he also made the point that Ghana for Fanche MPP for basically because and maybe I'm here and abandon more bemono and Kaye Tina already Mokai 11 Ghana for United won't pay 11. I remember a few interviews I had at the time where they yes Stephen Amwa sticker and the Yendi MP Farouk Mahama at the time. In fact, just to quote them verbatim, Omokache say, 11 a poem poem de beba. Yen chase yen ji home ampa. So utie bamia, let's about mia kase. Omo transia reflection in a bo me ya anye anko ya. Then you are tempted to say that well, Elevi may have been part of it because at the time, almost every Ghanaian in this country raised concerns about the Elevi. I just MB from Kwa and on me imagine say, oh, 11 dear. The crowd through do bibia bekoyi and their bomb. So that's it. And then Hamza Suheni, government spokesperson, also making the point about a bring a case, a judge, the verdict's not the buyer, So we detain your boy and so I remand and we're denying the bill, a bit problematic. And for the first time in the history of this country, when we say NPP, any NDC4, Oming Akobenkro. And sign baby. It's Uti Hamza. Hamza was making the point that I mean, if in Ghana, she said, Ubiaya Bonia, the person is entitled to a bail. Someone back on the bail. But for a judge to say that we are all not equal before the law, problem kakra. The judge Becca said, in fact, I see George Orwell, an animal farmer, 2 legs good. 2 legs bad, 4 legs good situation. We are all equal, but a be better than a B. But equal before the law. We shade up 1990 Constitution now. Very clear. The rule of law is the principle embedded in equality. It's so Kase, we are all not equal before the law. Then it's a bit problematic. And a man for, including the minority leader, the NDC. Both NPP and NDC now are criticizing the decision of the court, making the point that Judge Nyoye in Key. On that note, I'm going to be a crab and from Oyerepa TV. So, maybe do your OBT agenda. That is the Oyerepa breakfast time agenda. Bedin at the Kwesi Parker Wilson. And I'll pay Oko Facebook, Oyerepa TV on Facebook. Like a page, for comment, go home. Mekaining na edi amount and then ano pay na say beautiful lines on as well. Na fe what join the conversation with your thoughts this morning. Na episode for another pay there and some of the Dawson. I'm sure by now you've heard. Sir, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. A year America for Meka Donald Trump. Why not you say wow America winning character biya. Wouldn't papers endimuno. Ya do beba ukrum. To ya Ghana ni ya do beba. We ya Burkina ni ya do beba. Ufi Rwanda, ufi Kenya, ufi South Africa. Ya best ya do beko ukrum. Now when a Ghana for through the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And America for yan she say West African nationals, because West African nationals are. Wa we African ni bia ufi West Africa. To West Africa there, yes, you're also ye pa. If you West Africa, they say you deported from USA. You never be see Ghana first. And Sana, wako krum. What you say? It's you do for US straight. You never see Ghana kotoka. International Airport. It's West Africa. We are looking at countries like Liberia, Mali, Cote d'Ivoire, of course, Nigeria, Nigeria, Senegal, Niger, Togo, Benin, within the West African countries. You know, I mean, just a few I can mention. West Africa countries are about bodin. Say, Nipakwano US, na onin kata, na say, ya bono, every US, say, wamna diploma, over the Ghana. Now, over the weekend, Nipa 14, and Aba. 14 Aba, na Ghana phone in Ghana and come. We are told, say, Zambia 4, this is Zambia, yeah, Zambia. No, Gambia 4, and then Nigeria 4 and a door, so we Nipa 14 Aba. We're your first batch. More na besayaba. Now people are raising concerns. Say, Aden tina sa anko for say Nigeria for they deport my from Krom Street. Na prekon o ma beso Ghana ansana o ma kom Krom. No mo ba na so mo dwane e ko nhehye bebi na ye hu o mo na ye de den. Anopay e beka ho asem. What do you think? Do you think say sa deal here in the US for akwai? Ye ne Donald Trump akwai. E beboa Ghana for they become one another pay. Sana, Galamsey, and I think one of the newspapers, is it okay? The graphic making the point that and Cobrano is being purged. The purge and Cobrano, the river, you just say you shouldn't need it. That's what they're trying to say. But His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, so Amayaya aware say Ghana and Menon Sonya for us to declare a state of emergency. And until Ghana for year and so. Now the question when you're asking is say, then I can be then I can't hear young team declare a state of emergency. I'm putting my head here say, a year Ghana forest, 9 of them and na Galamsey for Naji. Modia 8 team na Galamsey for no almost I could 2 women. These are 2 of them toward the forest of the Kwaji. Galamsey for us go back on my year Jumanu. So what is happening? Then I can't hear John Mahama, the president, one person will declare a state of emergency. Another pair, we're asking this question briefly. Now, and this is pending for more studio. Try as to why the president hasn't declared a state of emergency. And also, and we couldn't see Ghana. Yeah, you're going to say, West African countries. USA, United States of America, say deportee omo. Also about Ghana first and Sana Oma Krom. So again, we are looking at countries like Benin, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Niger, Senegal, Guinea-Bissau, Mauritania, Cameroon, Sierra Leone, Burkina Faso, Togo, Mali, Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, the Gambia. So, San Kremambo see. On national sono, on for some crew is they deport from America, Ghana straight Santana, and on Beba. Why is it so? Well, this morning we have a conversation about it. When this time, I brought your issue no so send a kind of judge, and the verdict on the buy and they be say problematic. We'll try and see if we can establish a waiting and no Edim Komaka cap on this matter. It's a for once again, I will be a crab and Dennis Akua. Or NDC, come on. Oh, another pay. Dennis, Akwaba.
Yeah, Paka.
Na, Ebusa, we are to say.
Yamia do Mquania, what they were. Adiachin Yedia or say it's me a cocoy. Sanope, the Mecatcher, I have phoned it for and said, yeah, we be a mere when you know enough vampire would touch in that. Yametias be a bear come.
Great. Now, Oka is been out.
What I say now? No, for you,
oh, for you. Oh, okay.
Honorable hours at that.
Honor.
Lawyer Bass Nudin and the Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakuni. Omada Romantina, ye young people, yes, Yenya, Aquina Kesiaba Betina, ye, Ushu Kakarakisu. Damencha Wakasas, me watch a crack. I'm probably watch it. We say, where you to be any
Annie, incident there, Usha, Tancha to Tumsa, you'll be petting Tumsha, but at twice Santa Marina.
First, Aquina, so Santa Marina, Yako. Ye bompa say Nyanko Bema near my talk women that yɛnyina yɛho atɔye
Natia. It's an pay Yabashas with a deportees. Now, it is very interesting how Oman Penning, and in fact, my main cassette will be expecting the NPP communication team member here, but Obabe do. So I may introduce you, so if may introduce you a NPP communication team member on Yambe do. But of course, Dennis, I had another point of view, NDC, a communication team member. So, Dennis, I mean, Ghana for person at the ABS. Oman Penning identity because Obi from Nigeria plane called the Chrome. Obi from Mali plane called the Chrome. Mon fi Togo ni Burkina ne Ivory Coast na plane called Chrome. Nti identity and I say deport you be from America. Preko and so be so Ghana and Sana called the Chrome. Aden share say it you.
Paka ma men san da wase bi for akwen na Paka unim say there be a kasa unity in Africa and the bit me ama the African continent now thriving and what's the deal countries not waiting me out thriving in the western world no they are mostly there for each other and Osha Ghana so yakwa obatan we are there to help people just like say to me ekom nkofo for help no sa na yen so nkofo can need our help sometimes you know I think that a good call now you know, also a social situation that happened at the US now. A year the 14 West Africans now you are your mama saying Kayam for Mombra Ghana. And yes, I'm not sure that ABR or committed crime in the US.
You are not sure someone committed
I'm not sure, sir. Maybe they've murdered someone, maybe they've killed anyone, but
they could be criminals too as well.
The issue,
they could be criminal.
They could be. It doesn't mean say they are.
What says they are not.
So what share? Oh, say you know the US is a country where a criminal or those criminals are there, but it will be very easy to identify you. But I share situation now. Illegal, immigration. There's someone crata. Somebody I don't know anything. Enche into the year pamomo. And say if they will be crata, someone che yeah. Not just any panel. We need human capital. Be honest with me. Maybe to sustain the US economy. What I say, and I say any other country. The last time I made a video view on TikTok. Some shop be big shops as a Walmart maybe. Africans are more in there. Obi Johnny. It's not for the abroad for the buy no money. Obi crime and attend you to them. What I say, it's possible that they are having challenges with Omon Kratas, but it doesn't mean that they are criminals. So that point has to be made. Inti Oshe me reading the story no. According to Yera John Mahama, he was saying that 14 nationals, when he say Africa, West Africa, ubetimi every one West African country to another West African country. Provided that way a West African and another way a bibirim has say nipa ultimate now about 90 days. It was having a free way no for other countries.
That's true.
And Osha sa policy we ya there that ho. It's if say Yera John Mahama witnesses on betimi abetna ha within that period that na echi ye besa de o makomu krom. Because Paka and I make say
oh, you deported that.
Oh, maybe you deported
me.
I've not traveled.
You can say deport you be a one nam. You for come as an example. Now I saw you on a Palabe CKJ channel. You will now call your family say you are quite star, and I will call you a saf.
Okay.
Unkutashi, and answer one number.
Say,
oh yeah, two. You found coffee straight at the airport. It's in say $2 and show one and on the show. Say 3 seasons the one. And one wall. And the Omo report your mabano. The Bushia, Omanis Kabia.
Yeah, make an say.
It's a Juma Ben or mobile 90 days no. On better to
yes, say visa free for other West Africans. Sometimes I will travel crack country. It doesn't mean Zabia or the Okoye Juma in particular. And I think so depend for all you know. ABA or technical knowledge be what you say. But Oboabahe, obetimi have discovered that no etimi aye dey ho adwuma na so be extending the knees. Ebia nipa no e mason, ebia nipa no e carpenter, ebia nipa no sa technical skill. What you say? And here is the case say President Nena one more that amnesty to come and stay within that period. And for all you know, I was reading about Nigerians no, their travels are being facilitated at Enche. Or say buses be Gambia for so more so no. They are working on that to let them go.
Nigeria for
yes, according to story now, this is from Joy News. Or say me bankama me read the relevant portion. Or say he was saying that their travels are being facilitated. It doesn't mean they will be staying here forever. I mean, even if they are staying here forever, as far as where from BBC, I say, Pacho, me ban kame. I said that he said, we BBC, I mean news newspaper. So he said Ghana had already facilitated the return of the Nigerians to their country by bus, while the Gambian was still being assisted to return home. Back and back, just wait. And he said, "We share the explanation now. It doesn't mean that they are going to."
I'm not sure because I'm trying to spam
the other part.
Okay. I'm trying to establish a year.
This is from BBC. So we share the situation now. And yes, they are coming to stay here forever. I mean, I maintain say same no send the yes your Ghana form also call other countries. It is not wrong. Provided any panel he has no criminal record and as any baby born be no bed obedi. Omu issues has to do with immigration processes. Say abroche no mkota no monka atasem. But ebi as nipa no kwa warehouse no ye adwuma. Ebi no ye carpenter ye mason no timi ye na adwuma nyina kama na ewum ne nkrata na enye de. Ento ma because of say Africa West Africa say 90-day free movement they betimi have visited the other countries because recently one issues that happen about fights some people have moved from one place to Cote d'Ivoire.
Right.
You know that Cote d'Ivoire so it is one of the West African countries.
Of course.
And quite it means that everybody can go in a hard situation if they have not accommodated our people. Imagine say as at that time that mayhem that happened the last time Adam BTA he was saying about 8,000 of them have returned back to the country. So the point is that provided say they are welcome. And also as far as their travels and everything is being facilitated, they don't come back.
I know
Yes, and that's the president.
But how do we ascertain say John Mahama Ekin? The kind of work and yet you know, in that no,
you'll be over that Ghana.
No, because evidence to show. They are going back to the country. There's no evidence to show.
On one about boy man say or the I'm saying say some never boy man yes for the Samrant here 14 years aba. Maybe kwan in the news maybe most of us but I'm saying say he has informed the public. Say there was, a bilateral agreement between any the US and Samrant here. No, West Africa. Other West African country for 90 days. What you saying? You know, President Mahama said, "Omumra metna," and I say, "Omaba metna ho." Name their travels are being facilitated. They are be here. They come back to their respective jurisdictions. But Park and Patro say, "Oh, kwa." On to me, me so on sa, and as on to me, child say, "Bia, we me the way kwa nasi." What you say? And I'm not sure that the president will not follow any due process to make anybody just come to the country now. Omra Kwesi mayhem. What you say? And for say or quiet that one it is possible that the minister for interior and all those people inform me. So this is the conversation. This is what is happening. Many is say Africans say if you are not there for each other, why the Bible? Because then they see
there is hold up. Mr. Question my Perez about some introduction answer. Perez and AJ or MPP communication team member one that of Perez Akwaba. Na bibi abokodia. Nyamiado meso anya Mr. Hopper Mr. na maybe some finally na member Perez. So we share the saying in the last few months, about 2-3 months, police for reporter Eba. Actually, say foreign nationals stick to Nigeria for are engaged in a lot of criminal activities. Like Ghana, and Ghana. It's in a bar when it's a foreigner. See, Eba, Omuni, you may be a ye. Ebia no more now for how many network in India. Omo bar. They can sit through the system. No about Ghana. Na fi sa bone na ekoso no na say Kumasi na ye car theft na ye kwia car akoko na pebu eastern region omo na foreign nationals omo nya Ghana for. Don't you think the government John Mahama is putting the lives of Ghanaians at risk by doing this in your way?
Me sure say
sure
because
our security at risk.
We share 14 people now ye dey o ma back to ye dey o ma back Ghana na me who any evidence be about said those people they have criminal records say one more say made be in the US and that's what made the bonnie and I say they are engaged in car snatching and I want more for bag and I say one more ye no bonnie. The only issue in here yema ma corner say immigration issues one more cratasem And for all you know, so being cut as it could be there the time no baby stay hono. None in cut a cry day. Trainer, I de by yanya day. Every new man, it's a cobasa na money pana de I desperate. But it doesn't mean say nipa no so on a skill be so a carpenter, so a mason, so a weather, ne jumano. I agree say they are bad people in everything. What's that? So basically, nipa 1 or 2 people be a or more foreign nationals or more possible. But it doesn't mean say I understand. I understand the points you are making. But it doesn't mean say Obia or no say foreign national be no suba will be the money. Because for all you know, there are other foreign nationals that also employ a lot of people. Me too, I know a Nigerian or baby. He has a big, I mean, Nigeria or baby any auto a car spare parts near and he has employed about 20 Ghanaians. What I say? If you can't say merely because of say Obi Akwa born into other African beer day. The issue is that 90-day winner it is between West African countries. And I was making reference to Cote d'Ivoire issue here. Be free Ghana. Akwa Cote d'Ivoire recently, all because of ASM. Refugees. Exactly, but they are there, and if said they had not accommodated them, you can imagine what would have happened. So I'm saying is a kind story now. The president has affirmed say those 40 people need your mobile on cars or mobile now forever, and granted some bet now forever and put us some better than the citizens. If somebody gun and run so we shouldn't drive them away. In addition to that, no, or say their travels are being facilitated that you better more so you can trust the president say as much as security here. You see these 14 people, no, it will be difficult for them to some money because any year they what you say? A year na nipa ne fa dubious means me no year the baby raha. When you say okofa a lubu border okofa a chira baby no baby. But these are people that ye ni momo say we assume see an answer bent. Mona mufi has a year they buy. Nipa no all ba no kwa na aji fibi po ye day. Everybody teams on Brabby born. Now they when he born a test is baby our year pamu was why it's not to be adu no muzo or do in the country. Do you think that this is what they would think? I'm not sure that is how they are going to
repay. I think Dennis has a point when it talks about international treaties, ECOWAS, because Ghana within the original bloc, you didn't opportunity. One of the things that Ghana 4 years as part of ECOWAS, a peacekeeping. Ghana for also there, a ban democracy, and then your modern war, a ban of West Africa, man for whom you say, oh, yeah, dear, big brothers, a queen impa. It's say a man for beer, omunya Ghana for mobuchi, the potio, like Ghana for cast, oh, big brothers, Madame Mumra, Mobaba Soha, now fee, your Bujama Homia, nay the Mukomu Kruma. Bonnie Ben, the woman, you know, and MP before, Mukembe Bisa.
Meda was my father, so and chair, Ashafo.
Right.
Now, I chair the former president, Minua, Morgan, His Excellency John Ajikunko, and I think His Excellency Nanado Danko Kufado. Now, so the former first class vice president, Dr. Laji Mamudu Baumia, Maminchian Pao, baby, or my boss, and so Chairman of Denoko, Maminchian and the Anope. Senior. Yes, maybe NDC beba a year Akua Asiedua. Sansem way TB. Because in the year 2016, Efren Kofobi Gitmo 2 detainees. Yes, I'm free. Almost yediomo free US quabium. Ediomo ba a Ghana as a year. Omonso yakaso mu betwa 2 years e okrowe mu. Omo wi ane ade omo ko mu kroma yemen ene ade.
Right.
Enti yentia se NDC mribia wotisu bia no. Oti se yesi criminals bi o US ye deport omo ye nye krobia okrom ha se Ghana. And then ohwe countries na omo accepted this 14 na countries no more accepted Anglofona. Eswatini, South Africa and Rwanda. Na Ghana.
And yeah, or your omom national call.
Yes, and I'm sure say
omom free Rwanda, Rwanda. Omom free Swatini, Swatini.
Okay.
But Ghana dear, you say West Africa. Why we free West Africa block in the money dear?
And ye Geo
so Ghana and Sana.
Ye Geo mo krum hase. Exactly. So what I say. Inti ade intina US aban anye ne say omom fi eye Benin, omom fi Cote d'Ivoire, omom fi Hana, ye de omom ko omom krum. na ye ji omo ba Ghana
They no munya fighting call the
you see ye say njobo sem bi wo baby because me ntiase because Rwanda for agi omo de hia edenti na Ghana for ye say kwakwaji nkrofo mo West Africa adenti a you don't need visa in this West Africa as yansa no ba Ghana
yeah
me ntiase
policy down
because Rwanda is was in the cry say ye kroki to be gran ono oje na efese na de hia South Africa for Gioma de hia Rwanda for Gioma de hia Ghana de say West Africa enti.
One of my chums say we are big brothers to West Africa.
Yeah, big brothers.
Eko say do makutini.
Ene. On my Ghana. On my for ni bi adane ahoho. On my emu form wo esoro etifidu amantem. Ene on madane ahoho ewo eye efresen Cote d'Ivoire. Over thousands of people. And no de ye hu asem nkan. Ye hu say ye nuanu mo ye Ghana for. Anya bia kura no omatua toa ma ban e de hwe eye nuoma eno de ye hunu se sankrofo no ye bebe kwan bi so ni akoyi omu nyina efri ho ni e de oma ba se southern sector mpa yakofo oma ba
Oh, and the foreign minister was there, Ndra.
okoji tabla
No, when
assembly esi da ben
was it
esi da ben
esi da ben well I think
esi be
about
2 weeks new
I think about 2
and Ndra and
but Ndra was no Saturday no it was not on Saturday
and Samre no na wokọ
to akọhu omo ni omo muska akọhwe masitrem
so kai Ukraine Russia
right
emre mo ejine mu dendenden of our plane the then ranking a member
foreign affairs committee
of our plane free Ghana ha wama entwemu sema
eko Ukraine
say me ko share Ghana for ade hye ene o metwitwa picture and over thousands of people Ghanaians omadane etukotna for oh, Cote d'Ivoire. Aya, omo ni West Africa. I know ya trust for a whole 2 weeks.
They say better late than never.
Yenka masemu.
They say better late than never.
But President Mama ni nkrofo enu no enti na meka che se ntwobo tie bi wo baabi o ma ye hunu.
Wo fe so mo jiska o baabi wo.
Na den na wo mu de o mu hu hia. Chen wa wo timamfo. Ite cho professor wo nwi o manfo no ho. Because wo gye o manfo no ho a Asemesi for the past 2-3 weeks. Foreign Minister Mbohua. Just 3 days ago. And a foreign minister near the echo. And you tell me, say, Makwaji a hawk war. And now security say Okroma. On my way, security are topping. And Kwe. Every day, every week, every month, you won't go for you. Just check out there suhaya. So uda took I want pa me follow pa. It won't add there suhaya. Your friend baby will crash. Or hini bi wo ho and draws and then answer it you thing. The security in this country. I could say. Now what's I could jink for assign the Oma Bakro Wemo. 2016, Okoji criminals. Get more 2 for who the Oma Bakro Wemo. You can't want them. What's also by name?
You see, maybe some question be about if they appreciate international relations and diplomacy. Ekahubi, a idea the regional bloc no, and I say we are seeing now. Ya just team say or say yeah diplomacy and yadi. Into Ghana as part of our diplomatic responsibility. Oh, ECOWAS, they know Ghana as part of our diplomatic responsibility. No, you lead the peacekeeping mission. What I say? It is a little peacekeeping mission. Now I'm going to say this time, almost say almost call him, almost and the point that said it say, yeah, the buses Bama Nigeria for to ferry them to their country. I mean, how is that difficult in here? You I mean, moment said them before. How is that difficult?
2016. Gitmo 2 for the back room. And who's the Casamo Cachero?
No, just Casamo. No. All the bubble or mine no bra.
David, Miss Omo Omo 2 din chire.
All the bubble or mine no bra.
And I'm so Omo 2 din chire say ye ko just teku anasempoa. Omo 2 din.
So what challenge you say?
And then almost sankoji 14 abakru we. No, I say.
Let put 14 and you no kwao. It is the first batch aba. So the more are going to come. And yet 14 pen are eba.
My
agreement as at when I bet it your not on my back. Aha, 14 pen.
Say 14
the 14 are basis.
Mo.
The first batch.
Yet to grow him. Foreigners are taking over this country. And yet to grow him. Foreigners will take over this country. Yen to mean control. And then ebi wa galam say. And then me no ka say ebi so e wo krom ha omu ediga illegally. Na me nua ni betina ha ka kire me say onimobi o Nigeria foreigner. Foreigner yesi wo hia over $1 million. And san what me I start and no say you are not to engage in retail.
Yeah.
But and as we speak, what's the president mama ka say now no wo hia $1 million. Say wo hia be 500k. And the 500k dey anyway. So all this in your mouth from her. Foreigners who some yintumi nkemwe. And never unam traffic more. Hwe de engrey eye. And na hwe de engrey ye ukrom ha. And no manyini amene ebi mo emfa bogenye swan. E tutura sema le wudie sema ekoso ukrom anu nyina. Ebi fisa nyoma we ya. Iti dia ne guarantee say sankrofo wudi o maba krom ha yi. Wudi o mo ekọ wo mu krom. No kwa mu omun return it to Ghana. Again, ebe guarantee ukrom. Because yes say this nankasa no ba. Sanyoma wenyina ekoso. Sanyoma wenyina ekoso.
Jide na nza wo ka chojo.
Itimedie President Mama. Ukoje gitmutu ba krom ha. Usi 2 years. And ukra no mo ye criminals. Omu free US prison eba growe mo.
Da we mo ye criminal.
And what's our confirm crofo 14 year ba. Enu ye see eba in badges. President Mama, on my way in security at Toape. You know it, President. Because every blessed day, every blessed day, on mine emunyo. And then check your own region. And then asumdwe your own region. Even your hometown. And then asumdwe and no foreign minister no mun share and once a month. Now, yekojia hoho. Mama ma yenye interest in the money at actually. No.
I see.
Mama ma yenye interest.
Mati,
yen on my way ni.
Sorry, Dennis. Are there any financial ties to
for that one day I cannot.
You cannot tell. My idea is
for that I can't.
Mahama Butumbe.
I'm not sure. Now President Mahama baby away or today. Saying, just to show love and appreciation for the African country. And you know, me when it says we better now for 90 days. And yes, there are a lot of Africans that almost yes, one by the before no propaganda and say. The issue is that is it the first time Obi free other country Ghana. For all you know, these are not criminals. There is no evidence to buttress the point that woman committed crime in the US. So if they are here and they are coming to be here for 90 days, if you provide a sense of member, now now whether the person has any technical skill and as the part if he's not allowed to or uncle di boni bia now bet you taxes amount or mine. How is this wrong? So why do you create an impression say the boni?
Yo, it's
whether the person has any technical skill
at the end of the day he's not allowed to tell me, say national apprenticeship. The national apprenticeship, to me, I establish in government. 9 months in government.
When do you start this match?
we can say, because as soon as you are not so bent put your onye she. Me who the NDC form penny for your because party here it's in your quack galamsey near the Ababe fund the party activities. So what I want to tell the Ghanaian people is that Yenim say illegal mining. A idea a mine born homebody to fight it once and for all. But ne kono and you say uncle and I'm saying is a packer. Say ne you declare state of emergency here. Do you know say there are over 4 million people and their livelihood depends on this mining issue. Do you know that?
4 million.
4 million Ghanaians.
Million
and I'm saying that those 4 million
Ghanaians people.
And you'll be an illegal mining. There are people who are mining responsibly. Right. It's it's near the cooperative mining to educate them. Yera Frank Pedro. So Madam Fono. They are in the regions that they are educating their people. They are taking them through the processes with time. All the machines we are willing to help them with this. In addition to that, excavators near dear Galamsa and the sense at Okruma MPP time. Who's excavator and inquiries were Galamsi. And then through the DVL and the Ministry of Transport, over 1,500 excavators have been impounded that. Yeah, share him says excavator will FH and I say for a bit me crazy and we say illegal mining now. These are new measures that Abide put in place to fight Galamsey. So you cannot say that with regards to the fight against Galamsey.
Constitution say sovereignty resides in the people.
Yes.
And we are Ghana constitution. Just say 2 million. And we Ghana for na John Mahama some yen. Yes, say on declare state of emergency. Yeah. Yes, say. When I also ya to Obama and I was some and they say declare. The how say.
Paka.
Yes, you won't declare. Ghana first won't declare. The how say.
State of emergency. Recently, I say.
Listen, I see you. And to Obama they say declare state of emergency.
And I'm saying say Ghana for the to Obama Emma President Mahama. What I say to take decisions on their behalf. I believe. But also,
decision about take. Yes, take a decision.
You know, say yet president was here. It is a way of paying. I thought that people can see things from the other side. But also we don't erupt because there are people communities now more. Sometimes or market to me gag your up. No money military for the sea and no more to your bomb. Is that how it's almost military for we will not get the results. Only shooting and killing each other. I'm telling you for a fact. Say it might even be say, you know, the Ghanaian people, no, they are many than the military and the other people. What you say? 18 was all say a two to them quiet shoot you be an idea. I have no man bomb who cry chill. Providers of Musunya that I don't know where they get some of their weapons from.
I'm sure not for na bomb.
No, there has been videos sometimes the illegal miners.
Then our security is very, very
Parker, we know for a fact say since time immemorial, illegal miners they have been able to acquire weapons. What you say? This is a factual statement that you can attest to that fact. But I'm saying is in as much as a person fighting no, yes, it's all 50 a pause here, the Buja neighbor. Say I say communities no more, no more so person mine. Now no man so share Hanabisi umoko share look at what happened. Say ansha na yenku yebeku ye ho awie na afa the concessions ni nyina ye da ho enti na ye de cooperative and responsible mind about to educate the people and let them get the sophistication of omu here. In addition to that, no communities now what say chiro mo omu hu no ye chiro mo, this is what the government has to do with times ye ya na say emfa. That is when other measures can come, but for the time being no measures now you're putting in place now, I can say for a fact that it is yielding a positive result as compared to the year President Akufo. It you understand? Yeah, I'm the moment for any Ghana for say. Wamunya abutrema aban na send your aban na hye ne men inflation ba form. Send your aban na hye ne men no tua a school for over 120,000 university level 100 for fees more. Send your aban na hye ne men the cement bo aba form and the fool of so the aba form and ne men kama. The fight against legal mining, so a idea you John Mama be delay with it once and for all.
I say results, you know, and I said no more the results. It's true, Erastus will be or no, he's a watcher of the space. Or say NDC abano, or more bomb homebody in the fight against Galamsey. Oh yeah. As against the NDC. Oh yeah. Let me see, Erastus. One no in Ghana, one no a watcher of the space. Wouldn't be. Too much of a jet to yen dino cremayo. Didn't come out. Who didn't come out? Or mine yen dino crea. Maybe we say how. Because Obiam Peso Becano Creo Cruma. Okay. No Creo Biam Peso Becani. Well, wouldn't Pepe say Galamsey ne essay a yen Eupuma. And ne atamils on one in near Cardinal Mills. What catch the president Mama say? Galamsey essaying. You're right. Taking measures be not for addressing. And you're telling me, say, you are here telling me, say, the Majana yield the results. Really? Unjindi. I don't blame him. Only I blame him. No. Uncle baby, how? Say, Kadiak walk mining communities now. Offering for the Kroma Kabaketia. No, I bet not say. Uncle baby. But what is a paka or Nantia? What is a paka or Nantia? You can see. So what is you can see in your Mekosu here mining communities now. And you are here say yenko educate you. Hey, sansam ni nyina ya catch. President Mahama, the one now position na one ne won for chabi wo kroma. Ye fi say mo betena so within a week mo be end Galamsey. But then hu ha. Omampani say go and check. You can't end Galamsey within a week. President Mahama, me say we fairly in the fight against Galamsey. I say the fight will take some time. Obwa munya President Mama. President Mama chatro. Yes, chatro President Mama. Only na be mu penifo obie chatro. Na last minister ne die me say Ghana for yen sre boniface ma no. So hu video no. Declare state of emergency. Declare, you must declare. And then you are telling us say a new stage by now person. President Mama nene stage by the results me no hear me say the better. Watch your Rastus videos and I have seen him. I see blue water gas. Blue water gas for years man. Ready na nyankopon. Tina soro ha wate. Blue water gas na nsuo fa wo mu no. Me dey send you producer. They have seen that video. Blue water gas na nsuo fa wo mu no. Eno na yield the results. You guys should be serious. You guys should be serious. Blue water gas na nsuo fa wo mu no. And I say the responsible cooperative mining. I mean got some joke. And no. Akase say nipa 8 omo fa mu wo sa helicopter e crash no. Say President Mama to me am fight e Galamsey a. San crofo no mu moja be bisa sa ndisi aban we. Omo moja be bisa wo mu because we wo krom ha Akufo the president and first say MPP aban ye launch this community mining. Right. Ani ye wo krom ase ye. And na wo ba wo so the RNC akasa de no. Responsible cooperative one when aka ho. And the man nipa 8 year de ekohwere mo nkwa na sa nipa 8 ni kwa akohwere mo nkwa enka President Mama so you serious start to rancham ni see no you declare state of emergency so that the people of Ghana will who say the way de akoste ayo mind but you are here enum tin etwa eye pa no ka ho ka che yen say mumu blue water gas is for no I hear the results it was for can you imagine na Nigeria talk about blue water gas in so form no. It's a very interesting video. In fact, I don't have it right now here. Oh, but maybe I send a producer. Okay. Frank has ordered to swam on. Frank, I ever with that. It's a very funny video. And the question say, blue water gas for no. Omo pam a ye Galamsey for the Galamsey for omo see assume and omo die so no call. I write this who means you got it. Now was now zero the control so we say was when was it? You said that the bear quick. That just say I'm not the man can back so the fan. It's a blue water gas for ya munya butre. Wouldn't mean so garia. Misero. Yes, and ya ba kosi baby o. When you don't go fight it, e Galamsey. You see, wouldn't why a man for a bomb so born. And some na mo kind Shamima Muslim, Sam George, Okuyeto Ablaka, Roxinus Dafia at a point, Public Accounts Committee, no master sa a galamsey so bottles, ADCC Parliament, and Nimho, say insuring me. Must it 2 weeks when the boss solve it? When the 8 months.
So share the
then it's
2 weeks when 8 months. But on call for some of the 2 weeks best of
men call for better somebody.
My body, Mrs. Sam Dodd, my body, my boss, I'm doing.
Okay, on the kind, and
my body, my boss, I'm doing.
Also, time frame no mind. It doesn't mean say maybe he was just trying to exaggerate the situations that are west, so the president should fight it. But you can't say merely because of Wakasano. It means say for 2 weeks ending. That is what the NPP has to understand. The point has to be made. Say we understand. Say galamsey in a problem. He has been there since time immemorial. Right. But in Rajon Mama, what she boss say, obe fight it, and obey. He's doing the best, and his best, no. When what is the Musa Dankwa report actually say NDC abeyi ya there with regards to the fight against galamsey. Echemo. Ya ubo you ask us as I don't kwa when they dig galamsey kuachi for years. There be our mining site. Waka say NDC abeyi, although say we have a short force with regards to the fight. Nemo me boy who more than chemo. At least ye buy and can see a party yes can see a galamsey. At least Professor Frimpong Boatin for reports be my and Cassie and the Yankees. What I say. So what I want to say is that Mona Mobe share galamsey mukina. I mean a drew baby edry. It's no say abandon say opemra. Mummy and ma by them na bibia be.
It was a former be a phone line see the man. That's a minute. Nana J. Dennis A. King. No, we are doing on. So that's the video. Yes. That is the blue water gas.
We now say
what they say green no. Most somebody be blue water gas. What they say is only the gun.
Now the catch me say where are you the resource?
So nobody will know your heart. Oh, what you want to do?
I didn't want situation depend on no
Is your never blue water gas na dey no call just one situation.
And I'm saying for no I'm saying red number one. Yeah, blue water gas no. Is one that dey corner. Okay.
Catch me say you the resource.
Where you na kase. Where.
Just a second.
You made a point.
Professor Boatin report.
Maybe your phone lines are mama warm. Now what did you say? NDC for Juma no moye no. The fight against galamsey the result na. Enfaso obaso. Na JC there be. Enfaso bi enu abaso. Omo nye hwe, what Muhammad fail. Dennis on the other hand they say there be Muhammad is doing very well. What did you and I want you to maybe four lines in their mouth. And the police na you say I remember West Africa no. About Ghana, West Africa from about Ghana no. Who know me agree? And I know John Amman Yagan. I don't pay maybe 4 lines in them. Now blue water guards for idea. Muncho must be a strong why. Yes, sir. You should be farm for. I don't pay me come for bills credit at the amount. It was for women loan. Our bills micro credit. Say we are salary worker. You have Ghana card. Call my loan. Ghana card no the card. In Simubian no collateral bien no. We just saw number 2 susu. With the Ghana card no call. Now could be some we expand our business. This can be your WhatsApp. Who bills microcredit for a for me to out. From one to pay on 0596 920 833 0596 920 833 and 0302 200 398 0302 200 398 from one to pay. Na enomo ending come na me kanfo saso e dia maw mosquito spray ene mosquito coil no ebe boy ye pa eye ntontom bia ye stop bomb bia insects bia ye stop bomb bia ofie obia na bomb so be use saso ebe kunu one time ebusafo if Samara company ho na Samara company ma men kan say eye FDA for mama kunya say omunye saso no it now they been approved by FDA for Samara company now to pay on 0246 864798 0246 864798 and 0501 454462 0501 454462 Sasso yase kontuntum preko. Let me activate the phone lines for you this morning. Now join the conversation on the pay. Yaka galamsey yaka a US illegal immigrant, you know. Mufu West Africa, Ghana for ya gonna say you deport you one aha number ba. Oh, John Jose, then I'll come. Hello, good morning. Wait, me engineer man so young next corner is on the pay. Hello, good morning.
Oh, Mr. Parker, cry to Nasum Green Cow.
Mr. Paul, Akwa on the pay, you.
Yo, Chairman Penny, His Excellency John, also going to the money, Mahama, and pay the Manachi, one in the Vice President, John Boma Basso. For example, NDC, Nina Bettyman, Wakasi, you Mr. Basso, who can have an account. No kind of account.
Meet you. Paul, yeah, meet you.
That time of the day, you're coming to many people now. Almost two people, almost what is it?
Matty, Madam, I'm going to corner. Some say Lana Munya, Papa, but I'm going to corner on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
The international journalist.
Yes, sir, audition. Akwa on the pay. Audition, you.
Yo, where the road through unit number 1.
Right.
Where could you have a man on Pesiato? Mamentia no abeja for. And of place, the Yama Santa Maya in Ion Yako. Chama, don't go crapia, Kuka, and of place or Chiao Strongcom, and a Dr. Ladi Mahmoud Baumia, the next president for the Republic. Paka, and of place, what will Homo Libya with defense Amayu Rajoma money and this is what power. Who then some Paris, Buya, and this in intimate challenge, and the Paka, I to offer particular so. And now to question woman to grow. And so having a education minister, every year what you know was say a two brands that are buying the boom identify. What declare state of emergency and it's Galamse. Amakufua in opposition time. Means a more kind. They say, dear, let's go, my penny, mamma, and open an hour in Central Fushia, you pack and put in a who had some Yama Bessia to more a what the number of community travel board to me a dime. I'm sure Papa and the image I would get to this one. They were Mamma, Paka to the TV structure and Impa. Which means an animals who were organic in our affiliate Papa and there was only thinking. So I'm going now. And this is any account. What to put the idea and to crave you not actually.
Mate, audition about Medasi. Medasi.
I'm finding my money and then anyway, Ghana, Mama, one to my was a country, I say, a 2 man, this is where you are Ghana, you better.
Mate, Medasi, every audition about Medasi. My uncle next corner is on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning.
But your first and half a thing. Okay, Usu is here on the pay, Usu.
Mr. Parker. Parker, me do
me too.
Papa said, Kabada, by last year, to election. So, any, yes, you table be one. I didn't so you who will table so.
Me too.
To see on the into any active family. And go all kinds of next one will be able.
Yeah, me too, pa, me too.
Why don't you say? One we never started say. The way you first and never die. So, and go buy this one. And woman don't say, oh, my so say, oh, I about why I do as I'm doing. Come by his one, I want to come Kata. I get to the center with me, Koyakum. And also my unit, I want to you know, Papa.
Yeah. Mate, Medasi. Point well made, Medasi. I'm going to score on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir, my first and everything. Great, it's your opinion.
That's it. I mean, chairman of the energy, and no more of a diet, and the water guard, and ensure the air funny. Ensure air factory, who see a canibuta. What I say, and I used to water plant almost the same. No more day, a friend saying 400 bucks. It's issue no every month. It's almost 400 bucks every week. And this is what I say. I issue no any other active. Okay, let's say, near Muya, maybe a criminal.
my the real state of our water.
Mate. Because more time. I'm being very objective. Me say more time. I'm out for calm. Me say from November, December, I will start doing it. Timunya would say why. Me more time, kaka.
Because you remember that here, and no catch a gallant, you know. You see, I started to say, in this case, in your free, right. Such a number who I said,
Mate, very camera said, pay Paul one bit, Medasi. My uncle is going to pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me pache for an everything. Great, Akusia, pache John pay Akusia.
Na mi show mo pa ni juma pa moye. Na kaka me pesa me kan say. Ade a efi mo chi obi asel no. E be dey no obi dey bo so me nkono abekora no. And I said the MPP say Mahama declared state of emergency. I'm hidden agenda. Because every another to where Kasano, we are being Kahon, and it's not person Mahama declared a young community. I've done MPP say, or mine a bossa. Mobile, no dear, no mutiny baby, and feel what she. It's a Mahama that's now soon feel what she are, and Kakam could have near Mahama between Yaje. Yes, now but today, MPP now but today. But the MPP kick up on what person but I see what Ghana. Mahama Pesa.
Mamma Akusia, Mamma Akusia, Bedasi, Bedasi, Yendu. Basa Daisa, Basa in C. Budasi, Yendu. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Baga.
Yes, sir, my voice and everything.
What are my sack in the middle of Janguba?
Great, sack, let's say.
Nyamiadmo, Baga.
Mate, sack it, your
Baga, Mincha Neji, or Boy Jumapa, and Mincha Chama, or the no Kokuapia, Zanzona, lawyer, they are Council Bones Tricky, Assistant Secretary of the Lebanon, and a lawyer Justin could be a student. I can't press a mechanism. And then a true Neja, your mamma, or hang. Women about that, I will catch them and said, where the impugn was Fiata, the Infa, was some Coronia. Now, Mamma and penny for a pamphlet, no number to Mokadia and a Telegana for, and then the professor jump away. As software, if one hour almost more Ghana, so much solid dominion, causes and ready to a pretty Tianado, as a father, and no more. And then Trump on a number of in shows or the Utini prayer, when I'm the studio, and no way. And then the mama and then apart from the catcher, say, swap a man pay Galam to do with the short time between the or the pack because or the Austin to home. As a Bosuman Granada in this. So between them and you soon say, and let Galam say, it's me, Hannah Bisu, Elwood,
Zach Medasi, point me, Zach Medasi. And this is for Menumasem and the Yumuka. Maman Twasso, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Me pache first and everything, madam.
Mr. Solomon, also answer. Because that's the Gambia number 1.
Oh, okay. Also, Akaba. Yes, you.
Yo, Paka, me bo papa. Who's the President Patao.
Medasi.
Now, Kaka me can say. On the NDC for. I'm say guarantee no. About 20 million of you. Blue gas in water gas in and a man who palm on my year. I couldn't discuss Gumbutum. I long last number 2 hours. When such say, or cut a state of emergency, no. About to be support because of the 2 and another. And now, Omudium 3 at other countries, American Banderson. Because of some American one. So that I Boko Haram for him for a corner or more escape and then Yapapa.
Martin.
You know, your money paper. And I am from the state. Boko Haram for them from the state.
Machomo Boko Haram for. Let's put it on record. You name on a criminal background. No, you name an illegal immigrant. It's even see what I mean. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm much first and everything.
If you do chance.
Great, also much 18.
Papa, the ambassador make an was a woman free American ban. Your mama bit much, one more dear.
Any other no one more, what they say. One more chromo, what 2 F4, what they say. One more 2, I don't know for mama. I didn't know for mama. And I feel that I'm saying to you. Can say the Roman 2 or the day. They are going to be both. I'm going to promote. I won't see it to get I'm saying no. See, I'm what they say. Should I? I'm going to get go to you.
Madasi.
Dear, say, where they would declare state of emergency. Now, you two got them say, not yet to Obama woman as or mobile. Within 1 week, Bombe, you got himself. And this in Ibaya or Becata, also over Tata, what you even do guarantee. Now, your mamma will catch it at the knuckle court. I was somewhat in this human grace or in Iran. I was somewhat here in the coin will be on Yajuma. And this I was somewhat so why I want it from the two guarantee Nasia, and I will make you see that not in I take a promotive on media.
Mate, Misso Medasi, and I'm for last call in ship, nothing your rapper on the pay. Me for last call, nothing your rapper on the pay. Yeah, hello, good morning. Hello?
Mr. Parker, Milan, I said, I have plenty of
yeah, poor me.
The woman said, but you might bring the ambassador and what that's one at all now. Uguswa, what it is, I'm for the 1 5 year and money. None one can tell you what he when you would them at the amount for Mudi Ujuma. Not a mission, not Uncle Yea, Munka Mafasa, and yes, I know the Maya. Yeah, I'm almost we are well. I was sentiment of the Munka to a mammy. So, here's a year or month will be able to cut with you, and another live our liar. They catch your place.
Yeah, we are not there when I'm offside. You're offside. Who film one, they are choke. Am I ready? With film. We say, Parker, good morning. Can you remind the NPP rep that we were in the country when John Bodu told us that there will be plenty jobs under Akua Asiedua to the extent that they will import employees from other countries to come and fill those employment positions. You should tell us the verdict. Politicians should learn to be honest with citizens. Thanks. Okay, Mate. Politicians, the MBP and NDC, you know, one kind of crab back. One kind of crab back. One kind of show. How you mistake now, Joshua? Yeah, the yeah, final words. Remember, Dennis.
Oh, you're Ghana, and I would tell me, Tia say, Galamse Kono, I just press the mama and say, I just say, on to men connect net into men connection because the party for not tea more moody a Galamse no. It's Bosha or share any in a bossy who boss it on through Banana Kufuado, or to me put a ban on mining or Ghana. For almost 2 years. Akua Asiedua no. MPP. But
not party paying for the galaxy.
Why in the yaman yourself?
I say, there be me say.
Akua Asiedua put a ban 2017, 2018.
Party paying for we're doing the galaxy.
I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm coming.
It's in the ban.
President Mama na the yaman yourself first. President Mama. Iti Professor Frimpong Boate report no kaya mwasem no. Obianti asese in the same report. Professor Frimpong Boate kase MPP tiswompo no. Open crofo mu di galamse power Ghana ha na NDC for. Iti Professor Frimpong Boate ne kaza asem we ya. Are you telling me say yeah ya got no position on mama ba no. O meja galamse ne ye.
Dennis, you're up here. We find out what's name.
The video be by na very misleading. Or say blue water gas for no be jari assume no what ya to menyo no kre. Packers or video na nadmu. Nadmu attire na channel. So why would you come and sit on the platform?
So yes, I know you.
Packer, no.
Satire.
Nadmu for.
It is not necessarily nadmu for the satire. No.
Nadmu.
It's not necessarily. Nadmu for one nation. No.
It's a white. So you can't confess. Blue water gas. That is factual.
We say nadmu swa.
But nadmu attire na channel.
Can you imagine? Just
reflect. That's fine. By nadmu. Nobody can can bring any evidence to say adansi ebe na chese or blue water gas
okay
eti e konto pa ya tro blue water gas mo ba na ehu adwuma mo ye ebi no oka professor
Dennis Martin so that's the video so atayna share no okay so almost share reflected not more so you know share red ni galamsey na wo dwane e no share green no e nadmo no e so no fan no and so only me got it and go for the journey so the fun so that's what it about 2-3 weeks ago and now yeah I'm to rescue it's only kind of but balance for no na say almost oh my God. Right, Kwesi Parker was there was my guest this morning. Perez Nana Ej or your MPP communication team member in Ashanti region and Dennis Akua, the NDC communication team member here in the Ashanti region. I'm here now Tuesday. We're back with another edition of OBT. Yeah, come we gonna have a good morning.